good morning or afternoon or whenever you're watching this. So I just wanted to give you a quick rundown of how to use Google Calendar. So the first thing you definitely want to start with is opening up Google Chrome. And you can either click on your app squares up here in the top, or if you are on that noon page, you can click on your app squares here and go into Calendar. When you get into Calendar, you can see your calendars on the side. When you're first starting, you're probably just going to have one that says your name, that comes default with your account, a birthdays one, and a reminders one, and then under other calendars, you'll probably have holidays in the United States. By using this arrow here, you can flip through the different months. So if you're looking for a specific date, you can find that month, click, and go to that month. And at the top, you can click today, and it'll take you back to today. I am in week view. You can also do day view, which shows you one day. Month shows you the whole month. 4 days just shows you the next 4 days. And agenda is a list of the things you have coming up. I prefer week view. If you click these arrows over here, you can click through the weeks. And remember, if you hit today, you can go back to today. To create a new calendar, go over to My Calendars, click on the little arrow, click Create New Calendar. You can name it whatever you want, maybe Google Trainings, and that's where you're going to keep track of your training days. You can share this calendar with others, make it public, share it with everyone at Monticello, or you can share it with a specific person by typing their email down here. You can type in a description, kind of tell you what the calendar is for. This is for all my trainings. Then I click on Create Calendar. If I create the calendar, it'll take a couple seconds, but it should pop up under My Calendars. Then if I click on the little arrow next to it, it gives me some options. Say I don't want it this weird orange color. I can make it pink or purple, whatever I want. I can share the calendar by clicking there. It gives you the same options as when you set up the calendar. When you are sharing your calendar with somebody, you want to make sure that you give them the right number of rights. So right now, if I enter somebody's email in here, they would only be able to see the events. Now, if I want them to be able to add events, I want to make sure I click Make Changes to Events. If I want them to have full rights, full access to the calendar, I would do Make Changes and Manage Sharing. Same with up here. 2 events, and they're from different calendars, and I only want to see my Google training. Then I can just click on the other calendars, and they'll be hidden, so I just have my Google training left. Create an event in this calendar. You can do it by clicking that way, or you just say, well, I need an event on Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. and click in that time slot and type in whatever it is, Google Calendar Training. But this is a Google Training, so I don't want it under my personal calendar. I want it under my Google Training calendar. So I click on this, click the right calendar, it'll turn it that color, then you click Create, and it should look like this. If you click on the title, it'll bring you into editing, so you can enter the location where your training is going to be, a description of what it's going to be about. You can enter guests who need to know that they should be coming. If you just click on the box, it'll give you a quick view of what the event is, and you can delete it by clicking that way as well. When you share a calendar, your shared calendar pops up down here. So I already shared a calendar from my other personal account to this account. Let's say I've got, if you make a calendar by mistake, you can click on the triangle, click on calendar settings, scroll down and click permanently delete this calendar. Yes, I want to delete it, and it's gone. If you click on More over here, you can print your calendar. If you click on the gear and click on Settings, it'll give you some options on how you want to view things. If you want where you want your week to start, type of time format, your date format, working hours. You can just kind of look through that. I leave most of it the same. But what I like is to go to Labs And the first lab you'll find is hiding morning and night. If you enable that, you now have morning and night hidden. You can click on the side over here and drag this bar to hide more times. So let's say I only want to view it from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Or maybe I want to view 7 p.m. Then I don't have to scroll as much through my calendar. I hope that gives you a good overview of how to use calendar, and good luck. Feel free to ask any questions.